guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing the top 10 most anticipated comics of the month, and let's just jump into the list. Number 10 for me is Jenny Sparks issue 1. This is a new Tom King book. I've honestly been enjoying Tom King's run of Wonder Woman, and I think he does a really good job at those lesser known heroes, still staying true to who they are, but letting people know, hey, these characters have existed, let's put them back on the map. I don't know anything about Jenny Sparks, I'm ready to learn more about her, and also you are guaranteed to have a really good art collaborator with Tom King as well. Moving on to number 9 is Marvel and Disney, What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine issue 1. I did not read the Thor book, but hey, I'm a huge Wolverine fan. I want to see what Donald Duck would do in this situation. It's also kind of funny when Marvel and Disney became one parent company. You know, a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want to see Mickey Mouse in my comics, and everyone's going crazy for those variant covers, and now we actually do want to see Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse as these characters. So I think it's like a little fun comedy book you can get. Moving on to number 8, which is Wolverine Revenge. This is a red band edition. I tend not to get both versions. I'm like, hey, I'll just get the red band. It's the thing with the extra panels and sometimes pages, and I want to see Greg Pulo as the artist of this. You know, it's been a very long time since he's done something for Marvel, and to have an action-y, bloody series like Wolverine, I think is a really great collaboration for him. So that is number 8 for me. Moving on to number 7, and that is Red Before Black issue 1. This is a new Stephanie Phillips book. I did not get into Grimm, and I feel like this is a great opportunity to just read more from Stephanie Phillips, which I really enjoyed her run on Spider-Gwen so far. Read something from the ground up, because Grimm caught a lot of fire, and I want to see if this series does the same. It also looks like a very odd couple FBI situation, and I just like the look of it. And there's another series that's gonna be more odd couple-y that's a bit higher on the list. So, you know, that's just the type of stories I like. Two characters that should not be interacting. Moving on to number 6, which is Chasm, Curse of Kaine, issue 1. I love Kane. I think Kane's a really fun character that's not shown as much. I'm not a huge Chasm fan, though. I'm not really a big Ben Reilly fan in general, but I want to see his interaction with Kane and Ben, because I feel like that's where their relationship and those characters are at their best, because they are both the clones of Peter Parker. So how will Kane in particular interact with this villainous version of Ben Reilly, a different villainous version that we've been getting from Ben Reilly in the past couple of years? Moving on to number 5, which is the Sensational She Hulk issue 10. This is the last issue of this run, and I love a series where the artist and writer are the same collaborators for a long time, and that's what we saw with both volumes of She-Hulk. I'm also just a really big fan of Rainbow's storytelling, and I want to see how she ends it. I don't know if this is a planned ending or not, and where Rainbow and She-Hulk goes after all this, just because I feel like it's been a pretty defining run for She-Hulk and at least her personal life. Moving on to number 4, which is Uncanny X-Men issue 1. I would say the biggest book of the month is this series. Gail Simone is returning to comic books and writing X-Men. I'm really excited to see what her voice will be like for this. I already liked some of the new mythology that she's building with X-Men. And will this be connected to Krakoa? Is it going to be its own thing? We're seeing this new era of X-Men unfold, and this again is one of the bigger titles coming out, and I love Gail Simone's writing and Dave Marquez's artwork. It's going to be a great tag team. Moving on to number 3, which is Gotham City Sirens. I believe this is a weekly series. I think it's like 5 issues. And it's the Gotham City Sirens returning. I don't know if this is going to be a sign for more of these characters teaming up and maybe getting an ongoing series, but, you know, pick this one up. Maybe we'll get more of these characters because they just have a fun interaction. And it's been a while. There's been references to this team a lot, especially in like the Harley Quinn show, but not actually getting to see them together. And I think Punchline's in this too, so it'll be an interesting dynamic there. Moving on to number 2, which is Power Rangers Infinity issue 1. I believe this is a one-shot, and Sam Humphries again returning to comic books, a comedy book, which I think Sam Humphries does really, really well. I just love his writing, and I like the idea of getting to see new Power Rangers. A lot of times it's just based off the mythology of the television show, so to get something unique and just get to build new characters, I think is great for the comic. Moving on to number 1, it's the one I was alluding to before. This is Lilith issue 1. This is from Vault. It's a love story. I believe the artist and the writer are the same person, so you're going to have a very cohesive story, and it's, again, very odd couple-y, where we get to see this immortal, I don't think they say vampire, but she kind of looks like a vampire, teaming up with this coffee shop girl, and they pretty much say it's a love story. So I'm all in for this. This is just very much my speed, and the artwork looks really cool. The coloring with the reds and the whites just works really well. So that is my number one pick. Let me know in the comments below, what books are you most anticipating for the month. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.